This is Shawnee's Seat, and welcome back to my Dungeon Keeper 2 playthrough. So we just did level 1 and 2, and now we're about to jump into level 3. Quick maths.
Ramshackle. This is a peaceful land, but a poor one, since its defender, Lord Avaricious, has frittered away his riches. If you can amass enough gold, he will surely be tempted into leaving his fortress and attacking you personally. Build a workshop, and fill your realm with fiendish traps and doors to protect your hard-won treasuries. Lure this fool to his doom, and claim his portal gem.
Okay, so again, got the dude, but to get him out we've got to mine all this gold. So we're starting to be a proper dungeon now, because we're going to have some insidious traps to keep our dungeon safe. So that's pretty cool.
Lord Avaricious hides within his fortress proud. He's well defended, but gold's his weakness. To lure him from his stronghold, mine all the gold within his realm.
That would piss me off, to be fair.
Treasury. Workshop. Sentry trap. Wooden door.
Zooming in after each level, it's quite annoying. So, bit of a bigger jump in difficulty. Not necessarily difficulty, but just complexity.
Recall, your dungeon heart will only hold a sum of six. The swift light fly is essential as an airborne scout. His eyes are yours to penetrate dark places and report.
He's trash, but he's good for a quick explore.
You need a treasury to store gold. Your creatures require a place to rest.
Yes,
Build them
yes.
a lair.
So we've got the treasury room as well. So we've got the treasury and the workshop. There's not much point in doing the treasury right now because it means the imps have to take the gold to the treasury, where I can just drop it here and it will hoard. Another fly? Is that the same fly? Same fly. So I'm just obviously building out the templates for my rooms here. This is going to be my lair. This will be the hatchery, the training room. So they can go to bed and they go get food in the hatchery. And then this is going to be the workshop. A good thing to do with the workshop is to put a door on it, because sometimes you put the guys in there, your little trolls, which we'll get in a bit. And you want them to build stuff, but they don't want to build. They just want to train or do whatever. So it's a good way to lock them in and force them to build. Doesn't sound very nice, but we're an evil dungeon keeper, so we don't worry too much about that.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Jesus.
A workshop should be built, so trolls will come and use it for their fabrication, benefiting you with traps and doors to help defend your underground creation.
On it. So this is going to be our workshop. Bit poor at the minute. 1,000.
A troll arrived.
There he is.
Attracted by the splendor of your work,
His little derpy tongue.
his craftsman's skills are set to serve you well, as one whose toil will make both traps and doors for you to use in your defense. To lure Lord Avaricious from his stronghold, mine all the gold within his realm. 'Tis well built. Now choose the hammer tab to see the workshop panel, then select the symbol for the sentry trap. The tile which flashes near your dungeon heart is a good place as any for a sentry trap. Now watch. Your trolls will fabricate the trap, then imps will take it to its designated place. Place well your wooden doors in narrow tunnels to slow down hostile enemies as they invade.
Told you they're pretty trash. So I've made a bit of a mistake here. I was supposed to be able to put a door on this, but this will do just as fine because they can only eat or build. Actually going to be easy to kill them. Ah, they're not too nasty. That's pretty easy. Oh, what a shot. Could you not run away? That's so frustrating.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Nice, level 3 warlock.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
Right, so sentry traps are pretty cool. So they build it, and that little imp is taking it now, and he'll place it on the blueprint that I've put on the floor. I mean, these are enemy sentry traps, but ours like a little bit different, a bit more shoddy to be honest.
These sentry traps will only fire if sufficient is your mana for their power.
So they are pretty good. They're just static defense, but lower level monsters like those dwarves are just going to get absolutely smashed by them. So it's worth having a few of them up.
A wooden door has been created in your workshop.
So in the first level I was complaining about goblins, and now I would actually like a few more goblins. Oh, what is that? Yeah, these will keep us safe from most of the monsters at the minute, so we'll keep building a few more of them. You can see here the progress of the current builds.
Your doors are locked with one left click upon them. Lock trolls within your workshop, then watch them work without distraction.
There you go.
Although in time, they'll yearn for sleep or food. A wooden door has been created in your workshop.
So I don't want to just, I am going to break through here now, but just slowly sort of starting to build up our forces. They're all a bit low level at the minute. I don't want to release the guy straight away.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
I'll leave that one there. See that is playing havoc with us, so I'm going to try and there's a trap. Yeah, I'm going to try and leave this at one piece there. In fact, fuck it, let's mine it. So here comes a thief, sneaky. He should get shredded by these though, because he's not.
Thieving keeper, I will punish you for daring to despoil my land.
Ah, so it's it. I forgot how short some of these early levels are, to be honest.
Your destiny is to die by my sword.
He's going to get smashed by these. That's it. Easy peasy. So do you know what? We're going to jump into level 4 as well in this video.
Wickedness inspires us all. Your sinful ways a glory to behold.
Just how powerful the traps can be, though. Obviously, it's combined with the spells and the creatures.
All change.
Derp. I don't know how I feel about that.
Corrupting the noble. Whatever will you think of next, Keep?
Okay, so that's level 3. Let's go into level 4.
Shady Grove. Your next adversary, Lord Ludwig, is currently patrolling his keep, considering himself and all of his subjects safe in this land. Known as a cowardly wretch, he has always relied on others to do his fighting for him. This is one battle he will not avoid.
Right, so we get the guard room. It's a pretty crap room, in my opinion, but it does allow us to get the Dark Elf. Again, pretty crap unit, in my opinion.
Intentions, even, Keeper. But mark, he cowers in his castle, locked away behind what he supposes is the safety of the drawbridge, now destroyed by his own hand. From here, he has entrusted your destruction to his goodly warriors, whom he feels are more than equal to the task. For our part, we must know that they and he will perish, slain by forces under your command.
Because yeah, this will unlock the Dark Elf. She's not great, but she's just a bit like the Warlock in the sense that she's a ranged unit, but where the Warlock wants to go and work in the library, the Dark Elf wants to go and stand guard in the guard room. Which sounds useful, but they'll do it at level 1 forever. And at level 1, they're not really much good to us. Apologise, it's always quite a slow start. In fact, let's reduce some of these buildings.
You need a treasury to store gold.
So I don't mind it too much if you don't have a treasury, because it just means you can collect it yourself and let the imps keep building. Days. I don't know what that is. I think that's a guard room. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it. Treasure room is one of the rooms that doesn't have to be full size. Obviously, I can store 9,000 gold in. So rather than run all the way back down here, it's actually quite handy. They'll just drop it off straight here, and I can manually pick that up.
A species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Rusty Goblin. Again, a lot of the creatures will need a certain sort of room type and size before they'll come join your dungeon. Oh, that's not what I'm meant to build. Whereas the stuff like the flies and the goblins will just come in whenever, because they're easy peasy. They're pretty chill guys. But as soon as you build the treasure room, sorry, the training room, they'll be happy.
Your dungeon.
What we got? Yeah, fly. They don't care. They'll go anywhere. Pretty gross cocoon for him to sleep in. He's not even made a bed yet. Oh yeah, it's a normal bed. Hey, functioning training room. These guys are always keen to get straight to the training. This is a library down here.
Observe the creature panel on your screen.
Library here, workshop here.
Click on creatures' numbers once or more to carry them, then drop them where you will, just as before. Observe also the symbols which lie beside. Use these to gauge your beast's activities, the number which now fight or work, and whether they remain good-humored.
Next input 6,000. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about them being happy. As a rule, most creatures get pretty happy. Once we get a prison and a torture chamber, you can bring over enemy heroes, and each enemy hero has sort of got a polar opposite on our team. And if they spend too much time with the companies that are opposite, they will get unhappy. But you just separate their layers and their training rooms, and they tend to be okay.
The guard room. Drop your creatures here to keep them lively and alert, thence ready for the fight. The flashing area which surrounds it marks the zone where any brush with trouble by your creatures will give cause for them to dash back and report, so reinforcements can be found. Make sure there's adequate provision for your minions' needs nearby, for though they are on guard, they still require their creature comforts, and it's wise to minimize the time they stray from duty.
So I'm sure it's got some good use. You can put a little training room, sorry, like a little lair or hatchery or whatever. But just for me personally, I'd never tend to use it. Like I say, we'll get a Dark Elf come join us pretty soon, I imagine. And she'll just go straight there at level 1, which is no good because she'll just get killed by anything that comes.
Behold.
There he is.
The
She, should I say?
Elf.
I think it's a she anyway.
Sniping skills as sharp as
Yeah.
bolted arrows which she shoots. She serves you well in line behind your fighters and excels in duty as a guard.
Actually, we'll make this the workshop. Straight onto guard duty. Doesn't even have a bed. Come on, you. Oh, she does have a bed. But I want to get some levels on her first. Sometimes I'm just going to dig off in random directions because they hide little secret items that increase your minion level or anything like that, which are useful to get. So I will be looking for them.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
What he said. Taking them forever to mine this out. What are they doing? I think it's because there's not enough space here. I've never seen that pour though. Yeah, those. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but there we go. Pretty creepy hand, actually, isn't it? Alright, let's finish this hatchery. I may as well make it a bit bigger. It's got the money. Lots of money. Good guys, doing the traps for us. I don't need this door. She will make her bed, and then she'll go on guard duty. But no, you're too low level. So I'll be always digging like through these little random tunnels that seem to lead to dead ends. I think that might just be a dead end, but quite often there'll be a secret at the end of those. Our first scrap. Here's some warlocks. Through with the door. They just sometimes they just won't build. They've got a bit of a mind of their own, the minions. I've not really mentioned that, but yeah, they will obviously go and do what is their core thing they enjoy doing.
Has been created in your workshop.
The trolls do build by themselves, but then
new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Oh, first warlock. They will tend to go and train or go and eat or just have a little chill out, and sometimes you just need a trap building right now. So it's good to build that door and lock them in. This is a bit overkill, but if you've got the money, you may as well make a nice big room, and it'll never run out of chickens. Build him a little hatchery here for when I lock him in. If I lock him in. Probably won't need to be honest. Oh, you come here. So the next spell that we get here is actually one of the more powerful spells in the game, which is Possess. What that lets us do, it lets us actually jump in and take control of one of our creatures. And it's just a really powerful spell. It's a bit, I wouldn't say it's cheaty, but you'll see me using it, and you can do quite a lot of kiting. So you can kite enemy heroes around, which seems a bit like khaki, but it's, yeah, any game where you can kite, I suppose you could say, is a bit overpowered. It's good having the fire support of these traps in an area where you know there's going to be enemy heroes, which obviously these hero gates periodically spawn heroes. Obviously we've got this door here, which we know leads to their kingdom, so it's definitely worth having that there. Oh, they're level 4, so essentially they can just walk around and do nothing now because they can't go to the library.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
Yep. So these can be frustrating in a way because they're just going to keep spawning heroes. What you can do to destroy them is claim all the bits of floor around them. But obviously, as this is in the middle of the water, we can't do that, unfortunately. You find a magical item?
It is payday.
No. So when you find a magical item, if you have a library, your imps will pick it up and they'll take it to the library because it's a spell, basically. Oh, more creatures. Got 2 sentry traps now, so they're just going to start shredding these. So here's a guard. Guards are actually quite a lot tougher. They're going to really chunk our minions. Took a whole petal off in one. But luckily we've got quite a big army here. Oh look, there you go. Nearly killed him in one. On this level, we will eventually, spoiler, we will unlock the bridge. But if one of our creatures dies in the water, it's pretty bad news because we can't drop an imp on them. So yeah, just be careful of that. Obviously, I'm picking up the creatures here and dropping them where they need to be. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing that because it saves some time.
Hey.
So I'm just going to keep digging out these areas. So I'm convinced there's going to be some secrets here somewhere. Well, I know there is, but I don't know exactly where they are.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
There's a few more of these. Ah, come on, this has got to be. Well, this has got to be one. Got to be. So I keep building these random little treasure rooms. I think it just there's a secret. It just helps you having to not the imps not have to run away the whole time. 1 level experience. Obviously that's really powerful. Because our guys are capped out at level 4, we can push them to 5 and 6 without having them fight. Again, still quite an early level, so it's probably going to be quite unnecessary. I'm just going to keep digging around here.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
I'm going to break this door down now. If you drop a guy in there.
Has been breached.
Oh. Ah. Oh, jeez. Another portal.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Alright, there's a couple of fights at once here, which could be a little bit dodgy. I'm going to zap these because I don't want to lose my trap here. I'm going to level up as well.
Creatures have been blessed with experience.
Oh. So it's good to drop them back in their lair so they get the health back. I think that will regenerate life over time. 45%, we'll go back and check. Okay.
You have claimed a guard room.
So the maps aren't randomized, but I sort of kind of like that. You know, obviously I do like games with randomized content.
You have taken over an enemy portal.
But in this game,
Rejoice. A second
not.
portal is now claimed. Prepare, as from it 5 more creatures may be drawn forth to your dungeon.
again, tooltip error there. That says up to.
Created in your
Oh no, 5
workshop.
more. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I quite like the fact that they've actually gone in and designed each level, and it's you know, there's all the little secrets where there should be and stuff like that. A few more imps.
Your creatures have been blessed with experience.
So imps level up as well, and they get really efficient.
In your workshop.
Yeah, they get super efficient. I think they actually get a few spells like haste and they get haste, and I think they actually teleport back to your dungeon heart. I think.
New spell has been researched. Possession spell. Cast on a given creature places you within its soul, your eyes behind its eyes, and makes its movement fully under your control. Behold, Lord Ludwig's old decrepit servant Bob, who's left on guard alone. Disturb him, and he'll call his comrades. It would be best if he stayed quiet. Possess a dark elf. Use her eyesight. Zoom your vision to the... I see you have been blessed with extra imps. Game saved.
So we're going to snipe this dude. This is our first time of possession. It's actually not bad graphics. For 99, anyway.
Your create imp spell has been upgraded.
Got him. So you see what I mean by
The
kite?
goblin has become unhappy because he has no food. You possess your creatures admirably. I see you're adept at this new skill. So, time to try another. Grouping. It enables you to band a number of your beasts together in a group. To do it, first possess a creature, then select the group key. Then look through the creature's eyes which you possess. And then, when you spy another, left-click upon the mouse. All creatures thusly grouped will follow you wherever you may go. Your Thunderbolt spell has been upgraded.
So that's possession. It's a really handy skill. As you can see, you press shift and you can make the guys run super fast. They'd never normally run this fast by themselves. You can explore areas which the minions have got no inclination of going down. And it's really good for taking out sentry traps.
Moat of stagnant water.
So sentry traps are an absolute pain for your imps.
Will be unable to claim it on their own. So group your strongest forces in a band as one, and only then make bold attempt to reach the other side.
See how easy this can make the game?
Your possession spell has been upgraded. There is nothing left to research.
I think I'll kill him out of possession. I don't know if that bugs the game out. Bit of an easy level again. I'm gonna mess him up. GG. Here comes Horny. So that was the 4th level. We'll go to the briefing. Debriefing.
Game Giant. Another land corrupted to your cause, and for once your minions are as pleased as you are. Lord Ludwig seems an old and overweight foe. At his peak he would have been a far greater challenge. Still, you took a gamble and appropriated another portal gem. Well done, Keeper.
Well done, Keeper. Right. This is a bit buggy for some reason. Yeah, whatever, there we go. So that's level 4 done. We'll jump to level 5. Just saw the giant there. That's actually a enemy unit. I think it's probably the one that toes the line closest to being a baddie. Right, so I'll cut this video there. So it's level 3 and 4, and then the next video will go to level 5. Again, if you like the video, please throw it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.